This video begins to the canal boat through this dark, long, well, kind of semi-long tunnel that has my echo in it. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? That's a reference to Titanic right there. Just a long, semi-long tunnel, and my voice is bouncing off the wall. That's how science works, folks. With your voice, it bounces. And as we head to the canal boat, that is where our destination leads us in this video. And as we come out the other side here, look at that building right there. Up here, I do believe, is the canal boat. Wow, this parking lot's empty. But look at that old building right there. This is where supposedly the canal boat is, where we can take a look at it. And such. Historic, there it is. Historic horse-drawn canal boat rides. Horse-drawn. I don't know if that's right. There's no way horses actually pull the canal, right? Ain't the water too deep for horses to pull the canal? I mean, you look. Right here, they have a picture of a horse pulling the canal, but ain't the canal way too deep for horses to pull? Now they are closed for the season, but you know what? We're gonna go up here and check it out anyways. Come too far to turn back now, even though it does say that they are closed. But we are going to take a look at the canal boat at least. And there she is. This is what we came to see. Ooh, the water's filthy. But there she is. Closed for the season, so kind of, I guess you could say, breaking the rules. But there is the canal boat, and there's the canal that goes way down in there. Look how dirty that water is. Yuck, there's like green moss everywhere. Disgusting. But here is the canal boat. Wow, it's bigger than what I thought it was going to be. I wonder if this is like a type of one they would use back in the day. Or not. If you look inside there, there's a lot of room for it, but the water is disgusting. Green algae everywhere. Look how green that water is. Yuck. Disgusting! That's also a meme. I'm standing here at the edge. Just look. A green river. Right there, the Mogolo 3. Oh, wow. Here is a souvenir gift shop, but obviously they are closed. Right here. But there are the prices for the canal. Students $8, adults $10, seniors $9. Not bad, I guess. I wonder how long the boat ride is, though. Like, how long do you get to ride for to make it be worth it? There's a boat sticking up right under the ground. Gift shop and souvenir store. It's old time barrels right there. I'm gonna take my canal to the Old Town River, and it's green with all that algae. I'm assuming that's why the water is green, because of all the algae in it. Now here's a look from this side of the boat. It's a pretty decent sized boat. I don't know how far it takes you. I'm assuming you probably ride it for at least like maybe 2 hours or something like that. But the water is green. Just a nasty greenish color. Yeah. I don't know what this thing is supposed to be. I have zero idea. Looks like maybe I thought it was the shape of a whale. But doesn't look like the shape of a whale. Then up this big huge hill. I don't know what's up here. Oh, look at that tree. A little tiny steep hill. There's a placard up here. I don't know what it says. I'll go over here and figure it out. Edward Scar, humble American with vision and appreciation of historic values of the area. Okay. I got all that. If you want to pause it. But apparently this guy is the owner from 1874 to 1962. The former owner of the ground. Who owns this entire plot land right over here. Here's a, whatchamacallit. Dang, I heard something. Probably a squirrel. Squirrel! They stepped right up in here. See, right there's the nasty Green River, and right behind those bushes is the canal boat with some, I don't know what type of fruit that is or anything, but uh-oh. I do hear sirens. Are they coming for me? I hope not. Because technically this part is closed. Right, here's the boat from a different angle. Here is the backside of the canal. This water's cleaner than where the canal boat is. There's probably no algae in here, but I'm gonna make my way over to that dock right over there, and maybe we'll see some fish. Maybe. But this is a nice view. I have a memorial here for somebody who likes to go fishing and camping here. A little wind tour time. It is windy out today, so if you look right out here, we made it to the pier part. They do, oh, stupid tree. The tree poked me right in my neck. They do have the rest of the dock here closed off, because if you look right there, it's falling apart. Wouldn't want to walk out there because you'll fall straight through the water. You would go, and it is chilly out as well, so but we're gonna walk out on this deck as far as we can. It's not a very sturdy deck, oh my gosh, actually it feels like I'm getting ready to fall through this part. That would suck. But here is a nice fishing spot right here. Holy cow. They got the bench and everything. You can sit right here. Then you would cast out your net right up there, right into the water. That's cleaner than the canal water. There's another dock right over there. There's like camping spots here, fishing spots, stuff like that. This is a nice view right here, and a nice fishing spot. You might catch some snags though, because it is kind of close to shore with all those weeds and stuff. You can imagine that all those weeds are growing underneath this water, so it might not be the best fishing spot, but nonetheless it's still a decent fishing spot. But you probably would catch a lot of snags. I don't know how deep this water is, but I'm just gonna assume that it's probably not that deep. All right, well, it's time for me to jump in the water. No, not really. I'm really not gonna jump into the water, guys. It's too freaking cold. Even if it was hot, I probably wouldn't jump in this water. Probably not the cleanest water, let's just be honest, but still a nice fishing spot. Decent fishing spot. All right, well, I'm walking off now. Yeah, we're gonna try to make our way over to the other pier right over there. All right, look at this building. I don't know what this building is. They have fishing regulations and no swimming. I don't know who would want to go swimming, but I don't even know what this building is. Let's look inside. Oh, okay. It's probably where they hold like special events and such. Yeah, I would say probably where they hold like dinners and just special events like that. Let me try to get in the middle here. Yeah, auditorium. Here is the fishing regulations for long-term fishing enjoyment. This basin is being managed as a limited harvest lake. Okay, so there's different type of species in here. All that you can catch per day. Only 1 bass fish, only 10 bluegill. But the catfish have 0 limits. You can catch as many catfish as you want. But the size, maybe this is, no. Size 15 inches minimum. I think that's inches, right? 12 minimum. But the bluegill and trout, they have no limit size. But you only can catch 5 or 10 a day. But the catfish has no limit size, but I mean, no limit how many you can catch. But that's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Why is it no limit on quality per day for catfish, but then there's a size minimum? That's kind of weird. But there is no swimming allowed. I guess maybe this is where they would like sell food during the summer. We are gonna walk out on this deck here. See people's like carved different things into the side of this building. Also a nice fitness spot as well. Can't get out onto the dock because the way to the dock is blocked, but alright, don't see any fish coming up. There are no fish down there. Darn it. Why could I see the fish? But I mean, I guess this would be a nice fishing spot. Just bring out a long chair right here and cast out your net far and wide and see what you catch. A lot of catfish in this lake apparently. And there's the side of the building right there. Interesting. Oh look, the wind is blowing up my hair. Messing up my hair, wind. Oh well, it is what it is. Here's the Lake Park Aquatic Bridge. I think I'm pronouncing that. Probably not. But there is a nice long wooden bridge. Caution, footbridge is slippery when wet. Well, hasn't rained today yet, so don't have to worry about that now. But check out the view from this bridge. Oh my gosh. You can't fish here because the water is shallow. And plus it's a long ways down. And then here's the other side of the bridge. I mean, just look down there. Yeah, going down there, I ain't never getting it back. Drop my camera down there, I ain't never getting it back. Hold on tight so the camera won't slip through my fingers. Water, now the water is shallow. I'm assuming like whenever it rains, the water level goes up and it covers all of those island spots right there, all that dry land and such, and also on this side as well. So it looks like you can go down in there if you want to, but again, the water level is just going to rise and just completely cover that 100%. And then there's a nice long wooden bridge right here that we are walking on. But slippery when wet, so be cautious if you're coming through here and it's wet. You don't want to slip and fall. You're probably not going to fall in between the barriers that they have right here, because they have it like built that way to where you won't slip and fall off, but unless you don't want to fall and hurt something. But look at that massive tree that fell right there. Wow, it just like completely fell over. Hi, doggy. Dog wanted to be on camera. But wow, just look at that. Just a big huge tree that fell. Probably got struck by lightning, I'm assuming. There's a chair down there. Maybe somebody's fishing. Maybe I got a chair on camera. Wait, where is it? Don't know if, oh, right there. Looks like somebody may be fishing down there. I don't know if that's much of a fishing spot though. There's a chair down there though. Formation. I do believe that this was maybe part of the canal at one time in history, if I'm not wrong on that. And as you can see, it goes down in there, and it's a pretty deep canal hole, I would say. Water used to be back here during the day. Like right here is a little tiny drop, but if you climb on top of this right here, then it's pretty big rock. And of course we gotta climb it, right? I gotta climb it. How can I not? All right, so maybe there's like a better way on this rock than getting up from that way. But if they got some more benches here that are dedicated to people, this is that guy. You are a friend indeed. Just places you can sit. And here is the formation that we're gonna walk up on. Ugh. Walk up here and get a bird's eye view. Better watch my step because I don't want to fall over to the edge, because that would suck and I'd be taking the trip to the hospital. So let's be cautious as I'm walking up these steps right here. All right, do it one hand. Whoa, Whoa. Ugh. Oh. I better keep my balance. Whoa. Oh. Woo. We made it. We're on top. Look out here in this view. There's the bridge that we just walked through. Just walked on, I mean. And here's the view from up top here. Woo, it's a long drop down. Definitely breaking something. I'm trying to keep my balance here for you guys. But it is just a nice standing point right here. You see out there, out that way is the water. The water would come in from there and go all the way through here. Probably over that rock, I would imagine, back in the day. Probably back in like the 1800s and such. But it is a nice view. But if you're scared of heights, you're definitely gonna not want to climb this rock. It is a little bit high up, but you did get a good view here from all the trees and such. You know, I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio right now. You know, when he's standing at the bow of the ship, he's like, "I'm the king of the world! Woo! Woo!" Right there, and then he flaps out his wing with Fabrizio behind him. Well, no, Fabrizio's in front of him. But he's singing that. And I can actually see my car from here, which is actually surprising a little tiny bit. Wow. Didn't think I'd be able to see my car. Look, I'm gonna try to get my car. See if I can. That red car right there, that's my car. So I was able to get it, see it from here. Wow, just a nice little view here. But you do not want to fall, because if you fall again, you're going to the freaking hospital. And I don't want to take a trip to the hospital. Woo! Nice. I'm the king of the world! Woo! Woohoo! And I better be careful. Alright. I think I'm pushing my here, so let's go ahead and get down. Whoa. Here is another tunnel that goes directly underneath the road. That's right up there. It's a steel tunnel. You got these steel things, but the rules still apply according to science. And they also got, not only can you walk on the road through here, but you can also walk on the side steps. I will walk through. Hello! Yeah, because of the shape of the dome. Oh, somebody sprayed painting something on here. I don't know what that says. Josh, I guess. Don't know who Josh is. Hey! Echo! Think about better say. Wait, what? Who that? Who there? Alright, and out through the tunnel is the car parking lot. Alright. Made it out of the tunnel, back to the parking lot. And with that, guys, I will see you guys in the next one.